I'm back to my old riverbed habituation hotspot where everything went down. Hi, my name is Jenna Bosiger, and thank you for liking, watching, and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. I went there 2 different times, both at sunset. Both times I found a lot of footprints. I got a picture of this thing that I have no idea what it is. The second time that I went, on the way back, I was taking pictures, and in the bush is the dark shape figure of some kind of cryptid. It looks like a dog type cryptid. The lighting there is absolutely amazing. The sunset light, you're just engulfed in color. It's so beautiful. I wanted to go back a second time to get pictures of me in the sunset lighting, but I was so busy looking down at the ground and taking pictures that we didn't really get any pictures of me. I took a lot of pictures of footprints, but then I'm only going to show you the ones that seemed a little unusual. Like this one, just because the big toe was kind of separated. Something that I've seen before is, it's called a plie in ballet, and I used to be pigeon-toed, and so they made me take ballet. And sometimes if you see a ballerina, they walk with their feet slightly out. It's an amazing, beautiful thing because it's not natural. And when they do that, their feet are barely out. They're not like walking, you know, like this, unless they're doing ballet. And this track of barefoot prints, somebody is walking. Think about taking each of those steps with your foot twisted out like that. And I have seen that plie shape a lot of times in this area especially. So even though they're not single file, I do question that the prints, because that is very unusual and not easy to walk like that unless you're a ballerina, unless you're doing ballet. This print, looking like some kind of a hand, tracks, trying to follow them. Sometimes they don't, I don't know where the next step is that they take. These, I see 2 heels down here by my foot, and I don't see where the toes are. And then here, it just took one picture of that weird thing. What is it? Does anybody know? It almost looks like a cigarette, but at one end. I mean, what is it? Was it some kind of caterpillar? Sorry for, I want to know what it is. Strange circles in the dirt on the way out. And you can see that black line that I've talked about in Hemet before, where I think that's when there was a mud flood. And there's that dark line. Like, what happened during that time? Nothing good. So the second time we went back, kind of missed sunset actually. It was a little bit too dark. I was taking some last minute landscape photos before we left, and this one bush was in a lot of the photos. And the first one that I took, I'm actually taking a selfie of myself, and you can't see the figure in the bush in this picture. Maybe down below, but not like in the other one. So that was $5.90. And then the next one was $5.95. So I had been taking other pictures. It was $5.95, and then it was $5.97, $98, and $99. And in all of the other pictures, you can see, looks like some sort of dogman cryptid looking back at me. And, you know, I used to come here all the time to do my Bigfoot research. And I was taking pictures of things, and I was having a lot of activity. And what if they recognize me? They see me as older now. But here I made a little chart to compare all of the pictures. I really need to go back and take a picture of it now and see what I see. So I need to get back there. That picture made me think of another cryptid picture that I took in the same riverbed. And then I just decided to pull out all the pictures that I've ever taken of cryptids in this riverbed. They're all from this same location. This one here looking like a dog man, comparing it to the one I just saw the other day. And these are really old. These are when I first started, and that's why my camera's not very good, or my zoom. But you can see like these dog-headed creatures maybe kind of following this big one. Then there was this orange one that I have the riverbed. You can see his lips and his eyes. I took this and I saw it before I walked down there, and I never walked down there because it looked like a cougar. And so I took a picture. I didn't have very good zoom, but I think it's a cougar. Like waiting to pounce on something that walks down there in the riverbed. Ambush it. Here is something looking back at me from behind a bush. Here is this figure with two eyes and a smile, and I don't know what it is. These are just more abstract and random in the bushes. This one, you see all those nests? Do you see the nests? There's nest, and holes in the nests. Like maybe they go to the underground, but in this top right corner, you can see what looks like one having its back to the camera and trying to get back into that hole. And if you zoom in, not only do you see that one, trying to get back into the hole with his back to the camera, but it looks like there's another one with his arm wrapped around the back side of him, trying to usher him into the nest as quickly as possible. This was taken in the Forbidden Zone, and do you see the nest, the weaved nest, the horizontal and vertical, and just behind it is the shadowy figure of something. Not only that, this is where I had the night investigation encounter, and then finally my favorite photograph I've ever taken of a cryptid, and the reason is because of what happened surrounding this photograph. So I had gone to, it was the first time I went to this place down the riverbed, and I hadn't been there I took a little break. It was after I found the Kachina painting, and so I turned around one last time to get one last look at everything, just, to just kind of evaluate everything. And I saw this tree. It was across the riverbed, and the tree, not a bush, a tree, being shaken back and forth, vigorously. I've never seen anything like it. It was really bright, and so I just was taking pictures, hoping that I would get something, and I only got the one picture. But you can also see in the picture that there's a bird that looks like it probably got shaken out of the tree. Maybe he was trying to get the bird's eggs, but it did seem like it was deliberate to me because I turned around and was just looking one last time, and then the tree shake was happening. And this is the picture that I got. Yeah, same location. And then finally, let's not forget these two that I came into contact with at the riverbed. That about sums up my last trip to my ex Bigfoot HotSpot, because I don't really go there too much anymore. So much for watching. I really liking and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, bye.